the core value of a DMPRP is first and foremost the fact that it's indefinite. So as you mentioned, once the client is approved, it becomes an indefinite, a permanent residence in Malta, himself and also the family. But more than that, they also have access to the Schengen area.
This meanly be present by CA Studio.
Okay, welcome to the interview. And today I'm very glad to have Ms. Roberta here and to introduce and talk about the Malta Permanent Residence Program. So first, Ms. Roberta, could you please give a brief introduction about yourself and your work?
Sure. So basically, I'm Roberta Rodoligo. I am the head of client relations and compliance at Residency Malta Agency. Just as a small background, I have been working in the industry for the past 12 years. And basically on a day-to-day, I meet also clients, I meet licensed agents, and I'm also involved in both the perspective of client relations, so in terms of meeting clients, and as well as the business side and compliance side.
Okay, so very thank you for taking the time. With your extensive experience in compliance and client relationships, how would you describe the core value MPRP offers clients, specifically the right to reside indefinitely in Malta and also the resulting mobility advantages within the Schengen area?
Yes, that's very interesting because I think that the core value of a DMPRP is first and foremost the fact that it's indefinite. So as you mentioned, once the client is approved, it becomes an indefinite, a permanent residence in Malta, himself and also the family. But more than that, they also have access to the Schengen area. They can stay within the Schengen area for 90 days every 180 days. Once they elapse the 90 days, they don't need to go back to their country, they can go back to Malta because that is the place of residency. Also, I think the jurisdiction itself is a strong selling point because it is a stable jurisdiction. It has a very good high-quality education, which is also in English. And even our healthcare system is very, very highly ranked. We also lately introduced a new feature to the program, which is very, very important because it gives flexibility to the clients, and that is the temporary residency card, which allows the client, before even applying for the MPRP, before even gathering all the information, they can come to Malta, apply for a temporary residency card, and they get this residency card for 1 year until they are ready to submit the full application.
Okay, good. So the applicant's main concern is the certainty, and the government actually commits to complete the whole application process between 4 to 6 months, right? It is very, very fast in the industry or in the European countries. So the question is, how does the agency secure this high-speed process?
Yeah, so basically what we do is we try internally to always analyze the business process and always even rely on IT processes to help us with achieving this 4 to 6 months processing time. For example, we've launched the workflows, internal workflows that help us to achieve this. So there is less reliance on human intervention. But apart from that, we also have human intervention, and we also have a process whereby the staff, they can vet the application in a more complete manner.
Okay, so to ensure we can finish the whole process within 4 to 6 months, I think the strong collaboration is key to the success of the MPRP. So from your perspective, how does a leading partner agency like Glovisa play a crucial role in ensuring the whole speed and success for it?
Definitely, definitely. Basically, the way we work is we work with licensed agents. So to be able to apply for MPRP, you must contact a licensed agent, and there are partners such as yourself that help these licensed agents deliver a correct application. Make sure that the processing time remains within the 4 to 6 months, because we wouldn't need to go back with further questions, and the time frame is obviously diminished. So the success rate and also the processing time is much more efficient with partners such as yourself that have a great experience with investment migration cases.
Yes. Another important part is about the due diligence. It's also a foundation for ensure the program's integrity. So could you elaborate on the depths of the MPRP due diligence process for applicants and explain how the agency balances attracting high net worth families with maintain the highest compliance standards?
Very good question. The agency, of course, even though we have very short time frames, we never compromise on due diligence. In fact, I think our due diligence was considered as a gold standard in the industry because we go through various levels of due diligence. We start with the agent themselves, so that is the first step. So the client that they are proposing to the agency has already undergone scrutiny from the licensed agent. We also reach out to Interpol, FBI, police checks. We do also online checks. And then after that, we also commission due diligence checks to due diligence companies where they have on the ground also facilities. When we get the due diligence report, we don't stop there. So we don't just rely on what the report says, but we use the staff that is well-trained in due diligence to actually analyze that report. And when they draft this final report, it is presented to an external board. So this ensures that there are various levels of checks which do not rely mainly or solely on our expertise, but they also use expertise from other due diligence companies.
In your view, will Residency Malta Agency leverage innovative technologies to maintain procedural efficiency and speed, thereby enhancing the MPRP's global competitiveness?
Definitely, because we've already seen that. For example, we're using a lot of technology whereby information is not inputted by our staff, so they can focus on other things. They can focus on due diligence instead of inputting information. So that is retrieved from our IT team and IT systems, workflows, internal workflows. So basically, we utilize that to our advantage so that we can improve our systems.
Good. So finally, next question. How do you envision the MPRP evolving in the future to attract high net worth families and investors who seek not only residency but also prioritize long-term stability?
Very good question. What we do at Residency Malta, and I think that is one of the key features of the program and the jurisdiction itself, is that we analyze the program with the global investment migration trends and we adapt to it. For example, the changes that we've made with the temporary residency card, which is available before the actual residency card, or the fact that certain clients, when they purchase a property, they can sublease the property so they can make a return on investment. Those are all things that we managed to change quite quickly because of the feedback that we had from the global trends and from the clients themselves. I foresee that definitely the program will change eventually, of course, based on the needs of the families, the needs of the high net worth individuals, and as well the global trends.
Good. Thank you, Ms. Roberta.
Thank you.
So today we've talked about the program Residence Rights, encourage long-term investments with project approvals achievable within 4 to 6 months, and good visas professional services are a key enabler of our efficiency process. So thanks again.
Thank you
and,
for having me.
Welcome to visit next time.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
This is the officials. We speak with leaders whose calls are crucial. Make the world your home somehow. Let be a global